What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next CWL Invite League War recap video for OneHive. This weekend, as you can see, we took on Mariana Trench, and it was a heartbreaker. The loss by 0.33%. Oh, so close. So close. You can see there that actually they kind of left the door. They pretty much had us beat, and they left it open right at the end with not getting that one cleared out of the way, that Town Hall 11, and then they had a dip fail. Right at the end as well, I believe that's right. So gave us a chance, but with 3 dip fails of our own, we were just not able to get it done. Man, it's just one of those wars. I don't know if we were looking past them because they didn't have the best record in the world, or if we just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It seems like OneHive right now, going into the playoffs, not firing on all cylinders. There's just a few things we got to put together. Obviously, we are making the playoffs, but we finished the regular season with an 8-3 record. Not what we wanted, but still a good record on the season. So congratulations to Mariana Trench. Excellent war. Keep your heads up to OneHive. Get focused. Let's let this one go. Forget about it and get focused on next weekend. Get focused on these playoffs. You guys have been there before. You know the deal. You got to, every week you got to perform. Otherwise, you will be out and be looking towards season 3. So hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we get some big wins and get back on that live stage. All right, let's look at some attacks. So here we go with Pero. This is the one last-second attack. This one is the one that tied it up. We were actually down until Pero got this 3-star. So beautiful attack from Pero. This base had been hit many times, sort of similar to this. This would be a great, Death of a Town Hall 10 if I still did that series, but I don't, unfortunately. But this one was it. I mean, they're just making slight minor changes, and finally Pero putting it all together and getting it done. So we'll watch it here. He does use the quakes, and the core opens up that core, make sure that all the troops can just walk through it, basically. They can get to everything once he gets them in there, and you'll see he starts funneling them in. He's starting down with some bowler here just to create a funnel. That mortar splashing in, not going to do much damage. Going to take out several buildings, just trash buildings, take those out. And here comes some more to do the same, then some witches behind that. So now he's starting his main sort of attack with the witches and the bowlers. Got the golems going out front, taking that damage. A few giants with some healing there. Letting those step up, take a little bit of point defense, and now it's just a matter of just working his way through this base. You see he's starting to backfill in with more bowlers. You got the queen on the top side there, finishing off that part of the funnel, and now she is going to join back up with the rest of those troops as the witches keep continuing spawning those skeletons. More bowlers, more bowlers. Here he goes into the core, getting to that first inferno tower very quickly with the jump spell right across those walls, right into it. Now that he's in that main compartment, he can go anywhere he wants to in this space. Because of the quake spells. You see he's just keeping everything raged up, taking that enemy queen out pretty quickly. So there's a big group of bowlers in there as they work their way in and towards that second inferno tower there. You see the barbarian king taking care of that really quickly. He's still healthy. Queen still got her ability. And now it's just a matter of, does he have the juice to sort of finish it up? He's got the main part of the base taken out. It's just about cleanup. It's about walking around, picking everything off. And we'll fast forward a little bit as we go. But the queen's still having her ability here. He actually gets a chance to hold on to it and save it to get through these walls right there, you'll see. So he doesn't have to use it on those defenses and just waits and waits. We'll go ×4 here. Because, again, it's just a matter of cleanup and trying to get around to it, beat the clock, and also make sure that queen does not get out in front and take the damage. But boom, there it goes. Pops the ability, and that is that. Beautiful attack by Pero. And again, the attack that tied it up with just a couple more percent anywhere would have went our way, but just did not happen this week. Moving on down, number 17, Atoma, doing Atoma things. Getting those 3 stars and nicely done here with the air attack. And I don't know how he does it. Most of the time when I see these people that are doing 10v10 3 stars with air attacks, they always take out an inferno tower first, but Atoma seems to not really need to. He just goes in, he takes out a few key defenses, and more importantly, he creates his funnel. Pathing is correct when he starts his air attack. You'll see here, he's just taking his time here. We'll fast forward a little bit till we get going. But he gets the outside defenses to where the pathing on the inside, when his balloons start going through, they're not wrapping around the base. They're actually getting to those important targets. So you see he drops his queen over here, taking out some defenses on this side to make that happen. And then up top, he's got his king and a few bowlers going in, taking out a few of these outside Teslas, just dropping the jump spell down, letting him get inside towards that enemy queen. Some key defenses as well. Nicely done there. Goes ahead and drops down the heal spell, keeps that all healthy. The poison spell for that loon that's on the top there. You see the queen still down there doing her thing, pops her ability, getting the Tesla on that side, getting the air defense on that side. And now that it's all said and done, he's got the queen dead. He's got the balloon out. Of course, the balloon doesn't matter for the air attack, but he's got a couple of ADs dead, got the queen dead, and now he's got his sort of his funnel to where when he starts going through this base, everything is going to go right in, straight to the core of the base, and start dealing with those Inferno Towers. And so when he pops it on the backside, everything is going to be looking good. So you'll see here dropping down those loons, those lava hounds, letting it soak up all those traps that he can across the way of the balloons, make sure they're not getting hit with anything, and then hasten them up, trying to move through quickly. Look how fast they target onto this Inferno Tower. Just one, two defenses, boom, Inferno Tower. It's time. They're on it. So nicely done there. Then the backside comes in, same thing, sending it across the defenses, soaking up those traps, making sure the skeletons are targeting the lava hounds and not the balloons. And then boom, right there. Now he's got another group targeting that second Inferno Tower and coming at it from the good angle to that sweeper, where he's not having a lot of trouble there. We'll hit the ×2 here because that is pretty much it. Just a matter of cleanup. We'll go to ×4. Beautiful attack, Atoma. Really, really nicely done. He almost had his first one. This was his second attack. Almost got a 6-pack, but not quite. But still, some really, really good stuff coming from Atoma as always there. So good job, man. All right, moving on from that one. Let's check out, let's see, number 19. Drop down a couple more, and we're seeing Titan do his thing. He really is good with these witches and bowlers. Pretty consistent. Titan, pretty consistent for getting 3 stars these days. He usually has done it with this attack style. So we'll see what he's got here. Dropping down those golems, getting them out in front, let them take all that point damage, and then bowlers and witches on both sides. Just getting them down. You see the queen up top. The king in the middle with some more bowlers. He's trying to get into this base. This one Inferno Tower is pretty close to the outside here, so he's just going to let it sort of develop that way. He's going to make sure he gets the jump spell to where everything's sort of funneled in that direction. And as they clear the trash around it, not much left to do besides target it. So a few bowlers walk around, a few witches, but mostly everything going into the core. There you see with the rage, they get right to it. Boom, it goes down. Queen going around the outside, keeping the queen away from that lava hound at the core. Doesn't want the lava hound to pop. Doesn't want that queen dealing with that. She wants the queen doing work on the outside, which is exactly what she's doing. As you see, they move through the base now onto that second Inferno Tower. A couple of swipes there, a couple of bounces from those rocks, and boom, it is down. Now it's just a matter of, does he have the juice around the outside to get the job done? So he pops the queen's ability, gets her healed back up, and a chance for her to get away from some of the targeting defenses to where she can just sort of be on cleanup mode and poke a few more things down. And then here in the core, with a few bowlers, a few witches, he is looking good. All he's got to do is wait for the queen to sort of catch back up, take out that last defense or two, and that is a wrap. 3-star for Titan. Nicely done, man. So that was the 3 10v10 triples we had. Not great, not horrible. Again, the story probably was the Town Hall 11 dip fails that we had to we sustained that just kept us from having the number of stars we needed. But not trying to blame the Town Hall 11s. They usually do a really, really good job. Just one of those wars. It just did. It just is what it is. 9s did well. The 10v11 game was phenomenal. I should have shown one of those because our 10v11 game, I think we were 5 for 7. Really, really good stuff from those guys. So shout out to everyone that does sort of the 10v11 specialty. You guys were killing it today. Keep up that good work. That does help tremendously. So we'll see some Town Hall 9 action here from Make, though. He's going to come in with some Dragon Attack, which I like to see. I like to see them mix up. That's one thing that's always entertaining about Town Hall 9. Even though it's not where it needs to be as far as balance, it's too easy these days, it still is fun because you get such a variety of attacks. And here you see it with some dragons coming in, just sort of creating that funnel, letting the dragons work their way in. He does have a Lava Hound in the CC and a couple of loons for the top part there with those 2 air defenses. But what he's trying to do is just work his way into the core, get to that defending queen, let those dragons take her out. Because once they lock on, right there, you see, boom, they got raged up, locked on, and a couple of puffs from their fire. She's done. She's out of the picture. So the heroes working their way around the bottom. And here comes the Lava Hound with the loons on the top. Where's it at? No, he didn't have a Lava Hound, so he had a dragon in there. No Lava Hound needed on that one. For some reason, I thought he put a Lava Hound there, but just another max dragon. Some loons for targeting those top defenses. Once they started targeting the dragons, he sent the loons in, got them taken care of, and that is going to be an easy cleanup. Nicely done by Make there. Dragon still doing work at Town Hall 9. Just a few more defenses to take down right there. Trash buildings, 3-star. Well done, sir. All right, one more, guys. One more, and we will move on from this one and start preparing ourselves for the playoffs. Chow time. Doing it with hogs. You know, I love the hogs. Always have. Even when I see Town Hall 11s dip on Town Hall 10s with hogs, it still makes it more entertaining to me than like a mass balloon attack or mass miners or, you know, bowlers, witches, all that stuff like that. It's still more fun to me. I don't know why. I'm just a hog fan. It is what it is. And Chowtime's doing it up nicely here with 30 of them. So getting his funnel created, just dropping down a few wizards, taking out some trash buildings. Nothing but splash damage can reach them, so they're all good. And now he's got the golem going down, taking that damage from the queen. Good poison there on the queen, slow down that damage considerably. And now the king is sent in with a few wall breakers to open that up, let him get to her and take her out. From there, it is a matter of getting to the CC, making sure that's all taken care of, and then he will be sending in the hogs on the back side. Rage goes down. Everything looking good. They're just slowly moving their way through. The queen's picking off those buildings as the king does the tanking. Here come the CC troops. Poison's down. Perfect done. Great placement on the spell there. Everything walks right into it, except for this little witch right here. She has to kind of walk around that archer tower, and she's just outside of it, which does cause a bit of trouble. But as everything else starts to go down, the troops can start focusing, and then she reroutes back into the poison, which slows her down just a little bit so the queen can get a target on her, and boom, she's down. Now she's got to deal with one more spawn of skeletons, but no big deal. It's down, pops the queen's ability, and everything is looking good for the hogs to start in now. 30 hogs, and he's got some in the CC smartly, in my opinion. Puts down his max hogs first, gets them out of the CC, gets them moving forward, and then just sort of Asian walls a little bit, about, 2/3 of his hogs there. Asian wall from the top side, puts the heel down. He's got 13 in the back, so really, really strong here. Working with this base, you can see this base is starting to look pretty crippled, and he's got more hogs to deploy. So as the Tesla pops there, he puts a few more on that backside by the king there. Just being patient, working the way through, nice and surgical on the second half of these hogs, and keeping the heal spells on them, keeping them alive, keeping them moving forward. And as they close in on this expo, here you see the last few hogs coming in on the backside there on those mortars, just taking them out as they can't even be targeted really. So perfectly done, a nice attack. We'll go ×2 as he takes out that expo. That is basically the last threat, and that is going to be just cleanup now. See, the king's still up. He's got to deal with that king, but he's got a nice spread. Everything's starting to go down, and as these hogs close in, they won't have any trouble. They'll just get right on top of him. Boom, he's gone, and now it's just a race on the clock. Nice 3-star from Chowtime. So there you go, guys. That was it. Unfortunately, not the ending to the season we wanted. Nevertheless, we are in the playoffs, and we are looking forward to that, hopefully, to go all the way again to those live finals, and this time, do it right, get the win. Good job to Mariana Trench. Heads up, OneHive. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, Jake from OneHive, doing my best to help you guys suck less.